All right. What is up, guys? If you are here, you are watching this because you want to know the perks of signing up on Patreon, which is at Warrior Bet MMA 1 on Patreon. So I'm going to quickly go over the perks of signing up to a monthly regular membership. Right now, I only have one tier. And I may add on as we go, not as far as tiers, but as far as what you get when you sign up at $20 per month. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Okay, so here it is, www.patreon.com/warriorbetmma1. So like I said, $20 per month to join, and I only have one tier right now, and the regular membership includes my best play of the week. So this is going to be the biggest bet I have for the entire week, whether it's UFC, whether it's a regional show, whether it's Bellator, whether it's PFL, whatever it is, it's going to be my most confident play of the week. And just for shits and giggles, I went back all the way to March 5th, UFC 272, and I took my biggest bet of the week, and I added it up to see what we were at profit wise. And since March 5th, we are 10-3 out of 13 of the biggest bets per week, and we are up 14.13 units since March the 5th. So you tell me if that's profitable for you or not based on your unit size. And that's just the best play of the week. That's not including my favorite parlay for the week. Favorite parlay of the week isn't necessarily a long shot to where you get this plus 20,000 number that I see a lot of people do. It's not necessarily a long shot. It's just for example, this week at UFC 275, we have the main event, Jiri versus Glover Teixeira. Just for an example, let me go ahead and pull up best fight odds for you right here. Just to give you an example, this week we have UFC 275, right? The main event's going to be very violent. I'm predicting, so I'm going to go ahead and say, according to Five Dimes, minus 190 for the under 2.5. And I think Tyler Santos is going to hang in the fight, and she's going to, I don't think she's going to get finished. I think this is going to be a very competitive fight compared to what most people are expecting. Tyler Santos is my girl. I've backed her every step of the way, and I think she's Valentina's biggest challenge, and I don't know how long since Amanda Nunes. I'm going since Amanda Nunes, so I would put together. Let me zoom in a bit for you. I clicked the over 2.5 rounds. So Jiri Prochazka versus Glover Teixeira under 2.5. Combine that with over 2.5 in the Tyler Santos Valentina Shevchenko fight. Those are two pieces to where I'm very confident in, and we get plus 114. So it's not necessarily like a long shot odds or money lines combined. It's like a combination of props, money line, whatever I feel very, very confident in. Like I'm here to on Patreon, I'm here to give you winners. I'm not chasing value. Oh, this is a great dog spot. I think it's going to look like value. No, I'm giving you confident winners. And this is an example of what, in my mind, is a pretty confident winner based on tape research and everything else. And you get plus 114. So those are really good odds. Under 2.5 on Jiri Prochaska and over 2.5 in the Tyler Santos fight. That's just an example. And third, it's going to be a random breakdown from Wheel Generator. It will also include my best bet for the fight. So I'm going to input all the main event fights on the random Wheel Generator website. And whatever it lands on, I'm going to put myself on the spot a little bit. Whatever it lands on, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a breakdown for that fight. And I'm going to give you my best bet for the fight. Or it could be a guest appearance from a profitable handicapper, including their best play and favorite parlay of the week. So those three things you get every week if you join my Patreon at $20 per month. And like I said, I think I'm going to add as we move along. I just created this Patreon, and I think I'm gonna add as we go along, like, what I'm thinking right now, uh, a 4th perk you get first look. I'm gonna call it first look. So I've already dove into next week's UFC Austin card, for example. I'm gonna I don't know if I'm gonna do the first fight of the night and break it down and give you my best bet for that fight, or I'm gonna give you a spot that I've picked on the card to where I think we can get ahead of the line. Um, so, for example, Tony Kelly versus Adrian Yanez next week. I feel like that line currently sits at plus 280 for Tony Kelly. And I really, really, really feel like that's off. I taped it a couple days ago, and I really, really do feel like that line is nonsense. Yes, Adrian Yanez is a very good pure boxer, but I think Tony Kelly, if you go back and look at that Randy Costa fight, he did a good job of making it dirty. He did a good job of kicking at range, and when he wasn't at distance, he'd close the gap and he'd get in the clinch. He'd knee him to the body. He'd put that pressure on him, and I think if he can replicate that same style, it could work against Adrian Yanez. Not necessarily win, but plus 280 doesn't make any sense, and I think that's going to look like a lot of value. Tony Kelly is a good striker. Tony Kelly, if he comes with that forward pressure and makes it a dirty fight, I think that plus 280 is going to look and like insane value. So that's for an example, like get ahead of the line because I think as we get closer to fight week and UFC 275 ends on Saturday, on Monday, I feel like sharps are going to be all over this line and the line is going to close. So just an example, or it could be, like I said, either that, a value spot that I'm eyeing that I want to let you guys know to get ahead of the line movement, and I'll go ahead and break that down for you guys. And that's what you'll get as the 4th perk. Or, like I said, it could be the first fight of the night for the next week. When everyone's focused on UFC 275, I'm going to drop a breakdown for Kyle Dux versus Roman Dolidze, first fight of the night. I'm going to call it First Look. And I'm going to drop this before Monday of fight week for UFC Austin. And I'm going to give you my best bet for that fight. And yeah, so that's what I have in mind. Like I said, new Patreon. Um, I'm still gathering ideas and I'm figuring out ways that you guys could figuring out ways that could be interesting for you guys to sign up and making it a little different from my website. All my official bets, as you guys know, are at warriorbetmma.com. This is where you get all my official bets. The Patreon is not going to have all my official bets. It's going to be a little bit different, like I said. But if you like regional shows, if you're on Bet Online, if that's your main book and you like betting any and every promotion, you love having action, I would recommend you signing up directly to my website, warriorbetmma.com. Like I said, that has all my official bets. The Patreon is going to have my best bet of the week, favorite parlay of the week, random breakdown, and number 4, I'm looking to add first look. So those are the perks of signing up at Patreon. I'm going to go ahead and link it in the description below. You guys are going to be seeing this on YouTube. These are my stats all time. Up 251.91 units since I believe is December of 2017. And my first 2 events ever on Bet MMA were awful. So, uh, yeah, those are my stats. And that's what you get if you want to sign up at Patreon. So don't be afraid to email me, warriorbetmma@gmail.com, or DM me on Twitter at warriorbetmma if you have any questions. So thank you. Sign up at my Patreon, link below, and I'll see you guys for UFC 275.